Hello student, how are you? Hope you all are fine. Welcome in Mishra Sir classes. Today we are going to deal with chemical reactions and equations. Yes, chemical reactions and equation, a very familiar term to you all. Chemical reactions. So first of all, you need to know what are chemical reactions. Chemical reactions, you all might have heard about chemical changes. All the chemical changes are called chemical reactions. What are chemical changes? You all know. Those changes in which some new substances with entirely new properties are formed are called chemical changes. All chemical changes are called chemical reactions. This is very simple definition. You can also understand it in some other way, that a chemical reaction is a chemical process in which few pure substances, means that may be elements or compounds, they interact with each other and new substances are formed. Those new substances are called products. For chemical reactions, always it is not necessary that there should be two or more than two substances for the interaction. Sometimes a single substance can also produce more than one products. Those are also example of chemical changes or chemical reactions. You will get to know all these things in this chapter. So let us fine tune it. What is chemical reaction? A chemical reaction is a chemical change in which new substances with entirely new properties are formed. So you can take suppose A plus B. A plus B. A and B interact with each other to form AB. Here A, B, these two substances interact and form a new substance AB. So AB is product. Here this A and B, these are reactants. So these are reactants. So in a chemical reaction there are two sides, reactants and products. Now what are reactants? Reactants are those chemical substances which undergo reaction. For example, A and B, these two types of substances are undergoing reaction. So A is also an example of reactant, B is also an example of reactant. But in a new substance having new property is formed here, that is AB. This AB is called product. This product will have quite different properties in comparison to these reactants. Now by example we can understand it. Suppose hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. Okay, so in this reaction, this is also an example of chemical reaction. In this reaction, hydrogen, it is a gas. Oxygen, it is also a gas. Water, it is liquid. So you can see here these two substances has formed a new substance. Now this new substance has new properties too. Hydrogen, it is supporter of combustion. Supporter of combustion, sorry, not supporter of combustion, it is a combustible substance. It is combustible substance. Oxygen, it is supporter of combustion. Supporter of combustion. But liquid, it is neither supporter of combustion nor combustible substance. It has its own different properties which differs from properties of hydrogen also and oxygen also. So this is an example of chemical reaction. Is it clear? Surely it should be. Once again I am briefing it. Chemical reaction is a chemical process in which one or more than one substances undergo changes and form new substance with new properties. In any chemical reactions, there are reactants and products. Reactants are the substances which undergo reaction. For example, hydrogen and oxygen are reactant here. Water is product. Now, okay, so what are the things, what are the changes which may take place during a chemical reaction? During a chemical reaction, certain changes may take place, like change in state, change in color, evolution of gas, absorption or evolution of heat energy, and absorption or evolution of heat energy, evolution of gas, changes in color, changes in state. This thing can be observed in chemical reaction. Here itself you can see hydrogen, it is a gas. The state of this particular substance is gaseous state. Oxygen is also in gaseous state, but the product has different state, that is it is in liquid state. So the state of change is taking place here in this particular reaction. In the same way, in some reaction there will be changes in color, in some reaction there will be evolution of gas, in some reaction you can see absorption or evolution of gas, whether the cooling effect is called or huge amount of heat is liberated there. In some chemical reaction you can see the formation of certain precipitates. So these are the changes which can be observed during chemical reaction. Now let us know chemical equation. Chemical equations. The symbolic representation of a chemical reaction is called chemical equation. What? The symbolic representation is called chemical. The symbolic representation of a chemical reaction is called chemical equation. So chemical equations are of two types: word equation and formula equation. Here in the definition I have said symbolic representation of a chemical reaction or chemical change is called chemical equation. So but I am writing here word equation. Of course words are also written with the help of symbols, because each letter is a symbol. So when you represent a reaction with the help of words, that is also representation of that reaction in the form of certain symbols. That is also symbolic representation. Here formula equation, formula, all the formulae are written with the help of symbols in chemistry. All the symbols are letters taken from alphabet. So formula equation is also symbolic representation. So there should not be any confusion in that. Now word equation, hydrogen plus oxygen, it gives water. This is word equation. This can be also written in formula equation. Hydrogen H2 plus oxygen O2, okay, gives water H2O. Now it is a balanced reaction. So this one, it is formula equation. This one is hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. In words, this is word equation. Now writing equation. Writing equations. Hey, for writing equations you need to know some things. For writing equations you need to learn symbols of elements or radicals. For writing for writing equation, you need to learn how to write formulae. You need to learn how to balance equations. When you learn all these three, you can write or you can learn writing equations. Actually, symbols of elements and radicals you have studied in previous classes already. Symbols of elements and radicals has been dealt in class 9 itself. So if somebody had not done it, you can use different resource books from which you can get the symbol of different elements and radicals, elements or radicals. You can also get valency from there. After symbols of elements, how to write formula. So for writing formula you need to know symbols and symbols of radical elements and radicals and their valencies too. Their valency too. By the use of these two you will be able to write chemical formula. When you will be able to write chemical formula, you can use that in using writing chemical equations. So let us see how. Here I am writing it, magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. This is a word equation. How can you convert this word equation into formula equation? For that, symbol of magnesium, that is Mg, plus symbol of oxygen O, but in equation you need to write O2 because oxygen is found in diatomic form in the nature. It is diatomic molecule. Now, so magnesium oxide, how will you write magnesium oxide? For that you have to do some rough work in the beginning. Magnesium, symbol of magnesium is Mg, symbol of oxide is O, its valency is 2. Now use crisscross rule. So this 2 will go here, this 2 will come here. Now Mg2O2, take these 2 common, you can write Mg1O1, this gives MgO. So the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. Now the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. Here this MgO is written here. So to write MgO here, you need this much, you need to know this much portion, which you will do it in rough. This is the rough work. Now from here, take it here. After writing it, what to do? Yes, the equation is ready. Now you have to balance it. How will you balance it? For balancing it, you have to count the number of atoms of the element on the reactant side as well as on product side. In every chemical reaction, the same elements, the atoms of the same elements occur on both the sides. No new atom will enter into this process. So whatever the types of atoms are there on reactant side, the same type of atoms will be there on the product side, and you have to equalize their number. See, magnesium, yeah, I am writing, okay, Mg, oxygen O. So here on the both the side, the elements are magnesium and oxygen. So on the reactant side, the number of magnesium is 1, but on the product side, number of magnesium is 1, 1, 1. Balance both the side. Oxygen, here you can see 2 oxygen, here you can see 1 oxygen, 2 oxygen, 1 oxygen. I think now it is visible. So but this is reactant side, this is reactant side, this is product side. So on the reactant side, magnesium is 1, product side magnesium is 1, equal. On the reactant side, oxygen is 2, but the number of oxygen atom is 1. So here it is not balanced. This is not balanced. You need to balance it. So to make this 1, convert this 1 into 2, you multiply by 2. When you will multiply by 2, you have to multiply by 2 here. When you multiply this, see, after multiplying it by 2, now the number of magnesium changed. So here magnesium also got multiplied by 2, because this 2 will multiply magnesium also, oxygen also. So this, when you multiply this 1 by 2, we have to multiply this 1 by 2 also. So on the reactant side, 2 atoms of magnesium, 2 atoms of oxygen. On the product side, on the product side, 2 atoms of magnesium and 2 atoms of oxygen. Let us see on reactant side, magnesium is still 1. So here this is to be multiplied by 2. So put here 2. Now oxygen is already 2, there also 2. So now remove this sign. Now it is also equal. Here this is also equal. So this equation has been balanced. Let us check. 2 into 2 magnesium, 2 magnesium, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. So this reaction is balanced. In this way you have to balance chemical equations. So for writing chemical equations you have to practice, you have to learn symbols, valency, and then you have to know how to write molecular formula. It has been described. You have to practice. For that you can take the book Language of Chemistry, and so many other books are also available in the market. You can take it from the book and you can practice it and have the mastery over it. So after doing that, when you learn how to write molecular formula, you can utilize that in writing chemical equations. When chemical equations are written, at last you should know how to balance the equation. After balancing the equation, the work is complete. Now this reaction is a balanced reaction. So this is how chemical reactions are balanced. So students, take some other example. Suppose zinc plus dilute hydrochloric acid, it gives zinc chloride plus hydrogen. Now zinc, symbol of zinc Zn plus HCl, that is HCl, hydrochloric acid. How you will get to know ki the formula is HCl, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen symbol H, chloride Cl, valency 1 use crisscross, it will be H1 Cl1 is equal to HCl. Now you may ask ki sir, why we should not write 1? Yes, it is not needed, because every symbol represents one atom. So this symbol H for hydrogen represent one atom of hydrogen, and the symbol of chloride Cl, it represent one atom of chlorine. So it is not required to write 1. That is why formula of hydrochloric acid is HCl. I have taken it here. Now arrow zinc chloride. How will you write zinc chloride? Let us write in the rough. Zinc Zn, chloride Cl, valency of zinc is 2, valency of chloride is 1. Zn 1 Cl 2. So finally it will be ZnCl, it will be ZnCl2. So zinc, for zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus hydrogen H, symbol of hydrogen is H, but in reaction it is written as H2 because it is also diatomic molecule. In the nature, the molecule of hydrogen is found to have two atoms bonded together with covalent bond. That is why in equations also the hydrogen gas is represented by H2 molecule. It is an elemental molecule. So let us check whether it is balanced or not. Zinc. So on the reactant side, zinc, hydrogen, chlorine. These are the three types of atoms on the reactant side. The same will be there on the product side also. So zinc 1 on the product side, 1 zinc, okay. Hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, so you can write 1, here it is 2. Chloride Cl 1, but on the product side chloride is 2. So you can see कि this is not balanced, this is not balanced, so this is not balanced, while this zinc is balanced. So you need to balance these two. First balance, okay, hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen. So here it is 2, here it is 1, make it 2, multiply here by 2, this side multiply by 2. When you multiply by 2, you have to put 2 here. So when you put 2 as a coefficient, it will multiply the whole. So 2 hydrogen and 2 chlorine. So this chlorine atom also got multiplied by 2. So 2, now the situation has changed, 2 chlorine, 2 hydrogen, here 2 chlorine, 2 hydrogen. So now both the sides it is balance. Zn plus 2HCl gives ZnCl2 plus hydrogen. Now it is a balanced chemical equation. So dear students, in this way you have to balance the chemical equation. Now after this we'll discuss types of chemical reactions. Before that, one thing I would like to share here, this zinc is in solid state, so the solid state can be represented here by writing S in bracket. This HCl is in liquid state, so you can write L in the bracket. Hydrogen, it is in gaseous state. Zinc chloride, it is found in solution, aqueous form. So this is written aqueous solution form there. So the states of the substances can be represented in the reaction like this. If certain conditions are there, those conditions like heating, cooling, if some catalysts are there, then those things are maintained on the arrow or below the arrow. So after this, let us discuss types of chemical reaction. Types of chemical reaction. Students, as this video is getting too long, that is why I would like to stop here itself, because it will take at least 15 minutes, so it will be too longer. So you will have types of chemical reaction in the next video. Watch it, enjoy it, do subscribe, like and share among your friends if it is fruitful for you. Once again, like, subscribe and share among your friend if you find it fruitful for you. Thank you. Have a nice time. Bye bye.